development.
The first thing I do would be to fire the consultants. That would be the first action. The consultants that are looking into a container pier. Now, as far as port development, that's a horse of a different color. We have cruise ships coming in here. We can improve our downtown. We can offer more service. It would be really nice to have another cultural center maybe on the other side, because right now people get off the cruise ship, they can go to Pavilion, that's great, but it'd be nice to have an attraction that they would maybe go through town and do something else. So supporting the port, all for supporting the sport. Supporting a container pier that won't happen, please start with the booze. The container pier is not going to happen, but the port, we already have it, and it should be nice. And remember, the dream of a container pier would be a nightmare of nuclear power Pan-X ships playing schlong out there with smaller ships. You don't want that traffic. You don't want Sydney Harbour becoming a sea lane. Please, please, don't let that happen. Thank you. That's not going to happen anyways. It can happen. But
Will Isaac, 1 minute.
Yes, you know, it's great to talk about, and I promote it too, you know, the south side of the harbour as far as tourism and everything goes and things. But you see, what do you do for the other 6 months? You know, do you sit back and twiddle your thumbs and wait till next summer comes again and the cruise ships come in? I don't think so. What we need here is a strategy to bring in industry into this port. Stand down on the boardwalk, go over to North Sydney and look out to the sea. There is plenty of room for ships out there, plenty. So we don't got to worry about ships bumping into each other or sailboats sailing along or being swallowed up by the backdraft. What we need is consultation with the proper people like we have in the Civic Center that know what they're talking about, know what we need, and sit down and have those people bring in people that are interested in keep having Sydney as a port to drop off their container ships. And with that comes along improvements in railroads.
Thank you very
and
much, Wolf
improvements
Isaac.
in roads.
Cecil Clark.
Well, I think when we want to talk about port, we've talked about the container aspect, but we got to talk the other opportunities. One of the largest growing economies is Newfoundland and Labrador, and we see that with commercial traffic increasing through Marine Atlantic. What more things can we do to help create other activities there, but look at other service-based activities? What can we do for metal recycling here in our area, ship supply and services? Those are things we need to do to grow our assets around the port, as we've talked about with Cruise earlier, in terms of getting the number of people here. And I think the other thing we need to look at is where is council's accountability and the role and function of council. And that's why my port strategy makes sure that we would ask council that any decision around the port would require a 2/3 vote of council, so that it's an informed, fact-based decision that the citizens themselves will be able to hold council accountable for and make those consultants' reports public. Open the emails, open the reports, and show this community what's gone on so we can grow this port with everybody part of that decision.
Thank you very much. Rankin McSween, 1 minute on port development.
I think what I would do is do everything I possibly could to ensure we get a deal. It's really important to understand this is the first time this port has been marketed in this 10-year development process. It's the first time. Understand there's a transformative opportunity before us. And understand we've got to do this differently. When we do the deal, we've got to do the deal in a way that this community stands as the beneficiary. That's why securing the Greenfield site was so important by the municipality. It's really important to understand there's a victory here. There's a victory here, and it's really important not to go and snatch defeat from the jaws of that victory at this moment.
Thank you very much, Rankin McSween.